Thinking it would be better to rather find a place to hide for the night than to pass out next to the train track, Michael decided to look at options nearby. He also knew he would continue to slowly recover as he was moving about looking for the nighttime option. He noticed that a fence designed to prevent access to the train tracks would complicate things for him later on. He decided that he would work on that challenge in the morning, and perhaps he could use the fence to his advantage for the nighttime. It then became obvious to him that he could simply hide in the tunnel, or even safer, on the side of the wall outside the tunnel. He was pretty confident nobody on the train would see him, and there was no road next to the tunnel along the fence. It didn't hurt as much as earlier to move as he stood up and hobbled to about the center of the outer tunnel wall, where he lay down, relieved that it was mid-spring. He remained there healing until the sun set. The morning sun woke him up after what Michael could only assume was an uneventful evening. The fresh smell in the air that is normal for spring was slightly overpowered by the metallic smell of the train tracks, which wasn't an odor Michael used to care for, but now was beginning to dislike it a bit. He decided he would wait for the next train to pass, and then he would make his way to the station, where he would climb onto the platform and then catch the next train home. If the walk was lengthy and another train came past, Michael decided he would try hide as best he could, depending on what was around him at the time. Fortunately, this tactic was not required, as Michael reached the platform before the next train. There were a few people on the station, and some gave a casual glance in his direction, a bit surprised to see someone walking to the platform. One middle-aged man came over and offered to help Michael up, and seeing the dry blood on his shirt and the visibly injured person, he asked if he could help at all, and of course instinctively asked what had happened. Michael told the person he was mugged and thrown off the train, which left the person a bit shocked, as were a few others who overheard the exchange. Comment prompted a few unsolicited suggestions of reporting it to the police, going to the doctor, and a few of the "what is this world coming to these days" type of comments. As quickly as possible, Michael excused himself and limped to the walkway to get to the other platform for the train he needed. Although he would be able to walk a lot easier now, he thought others had seen him limping, and he should not lose the limp all of a sudden. He reached the platform shortly before the train he needed to catch pulled into the station. He was feeling a great deal better by the time he boarded the train, however decided to head home and get cleaned up and put on a change of clothing. He decided to spend the rest of the day lazing in the sun to ensure he was properly healed and ready. During his day of recovery, he contemplated his next course of action. Option 1. Does he alter the location he had been using for his secret act? Or Option 2. Keep the same routine but be mindful of the people who attacked him. Vote now.